So this happened this week. My husband had been looking for couple years for a sailboat, and he finally bought one. This is Woodsy, and he went and picked it up this week. So he's had a busy week. I had a nice relaxing week. And I don't know if I ever introduced you, but he also bought this earlier when we were in Moncton, and we call this Gazoo, or Gnu, something like that, like the Great Gazoo. So he has a canoe too. So that's what's been going on, and it's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. We're gonna leave today to head off the island, make our way, and it's the provincial championships in Halifax tomorrow. But look at the day. It's calm, it's warm, and I'm just about to go film a Flosstube. So I'll see ya. Bye. Mrs. Stitches, you've come to see. This is my Flosstube, here number 3. I like to stitch, I like to sing. I can't remember all my words. Hi. It's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila, and I've kind of changed the seating arrangement a bit. I just thought I'd try something new, and the light's probably going to be going in and out, but that's okay. This is my Flosstube number 46, and today's date is October 20th, 2023. Hi everyone. Welcome to, I got a few new subscribers. I was watching Flosstube as we do, and I was watching Chris Cross Stitch and always enjoy him. Especially now, he's been telling stories, great stories, and if you've missed it, you should really go back and watch it. He's telling sort of his I guess birth story or something about his mother and his grandmother and the whole situation. So he is such a great storyteller. You can tell he was in theater. And I won a giveaway, and he even knew I was a Flosstuber, so I was pretty excited that. So I think I got just a few from him. So welcome everybody, welcome new subscribers from Chris. It's kind of funny when you get a shout out. I consider it like fishing. It's like you put out the reel and you kind of try to reel them in and see how many you catch each day. Still under 500, just getting ever so close to it. But this might be a short little video. I had 3 starts this week. I have 2 fully finishes. I have 1 finish, and I'm going to be showing you some whips. So in Chris's world, that's a royal flush. It doesn't feel like a royal flush to me, but it's a royal flush. So I also got some haul. I went last weekend. We went to Facebook Marketplace, another haul I bought. So kind of excited. I'll show that super quickly, but I was very excited about it at the time. So let me just grab things over here. We will start off with we will start off with them in order. Well, I'll show you 1 finish first. Okay. So this is 1 fully finish I did. So remember, this was at the start. This was started October 1st. I think I finished it October 5th-ish, something like that. I don't know. And this is by the Witchy Stitcher. It was out of Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition 2021. It's called Hallow, Hallow Kitty, which is really a clever play on words. I love those sort of play. I did miss 2 stitches, 2 single stitches. They were in about there and there somewhere. It's fine. And yeah, that's it. I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can see. A very fun stitch. I didn't do, they called for a lot of étoile in the yellow and the orange, the black. I did do the étoile black because it was the only one I had. Yeah, and so I think there was, and the white or ecru was also an étoile, but I just used the regular ones. Finished this. I just had the idea. We sometimes get our mandarin oranges in these little wooden boxes, and so we just stapled it. I got lots of fabric. This fabric was, I believe, an 18 count remnant that I got at Stitch Bug in Moncton. So I don't know the name of it at all, but this was the full remnant. I didn't cut it at all, I don't think. Oh, maybe I did. I think I did actually cut it. But anyway, so I just stapled it onto this box, or my husband stapled it on the box, and then it will just stand on a table, nice and simple like that. So that works out really well. I've been having that downstairs. I don't have any table space. There we go. Stay there. I should untwist that thing. It's a little twisted. But there you go. There it is. So that was finish number 1. Finish number 2 was also my new start. So this was, I bought these boards at Dollar Store, and there were 6 in the box, or in the bag, or in the packaging for, I think, $1.25, $1.50, something like that. So they come out really inexpensive. I think they're for painting on for kids. But again, we just stapled the fabric. And what I was thinking of doing was just finishing with some Halloween fabric around the edge a bit. Probably should have ironed it and done it a little bit tauter. But this is Smell My Feet. It's a freebie chart by La-Di-Da and Trick or Treat. And it was super fun stitch, super quick stitch. I did it in one day. So that was a start and a finish. Oh, I may have had like 100 stitches the next day, so a little bit longer, but I love it. So that's really cool. And I kind of wish I had I might look for the cheap picture stands that just hold it in place and then use it that way. So very fun. So that was a nice little quick stitch. So those are my 2 finishes. And then, oops, dropping floss. My next one that I did, let's see if I can remember which. Oh, I should grab the magazine. It's downstairs. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'll pause. Okay, so the next start I did was from Just Cross Stitch Halloween Edition magazine 2018. This was the first one I ever bought. And let's see if I can find a finished picture. It's called Spooktacular 3. So I like the way they finished this, but we'll see what I do. I used a chunk of Ada that I had gotten for free or $1. I think it may have been $1. Now, this was way before I got on my Facebook Marketplace, and I thought, oh, that's a great deal. And now I've gotten things a lot cheaper. But it was in a box. It was some of the Charles Craft. And unfortunately, when I was prepping for this, I searched all my edges, and I made a really large border because I just didn't want to cut it, and I didn't think there would be much left. Unfortunately, it was all folded up for a long time in a box, and there's stains on it. So I'm going to, at the end, wash it and see how the stains come off. I probably should have coffee tea dyed it, but there's stains all along the folds. And even here and in the stitching, you can see it through the ghost. So it's a bit bigger stitch than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to easily finish this in 2 days. Nope. It's a good stitch, but there you go. So I got a ghost, and I got most of the cat started. And then there's a pumpkin square. So, and I was kind of thinking, we'll see, like this will sit for next year probably. I was thinking, because I got so much space, I actually could do my own border around it. So I'm kind of looking at ideas, thinking bats and pumpkins or something like that. But yeah, I'm kind of contemplating on that, but we'll see where I go with that. So it was a bit of a struggle stitch. This was originally designed by Annalie Waite of Annalie Waite Designs. And at first, because this is not symmetrical, the pattern around the frame of their little frame, it takes a bit of counting. It's still block stitching, but it takes a bit of counting. I understood it better when I'm doing the second one. So it goes better. I kind of get it all. So at the beginning, it was a bit of a slow stitch and a bit of a struggle. And then near the end, it started going a lot faster, but isn't it cute? I actually really like the black and orange frame around them, so that's great. But that one's probably going to be put away for next year because there's so many to stitch, so many things to stitch. Then my final start, and I'm going to put a picture of what this will look like when it's done here. This is called Halloween House by KEB Studios. And she's got her own floss tube. I have shouted her out before. I love her designs. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch next year because she gave away a whole whatever you wanted pretty much. And so I have a lot of her designs. I have some on Pattern Keeper electronic and some on paper patterns. Both are a pleasure to stitch from. This one is a Pattern Keeper one and is available. She's got a whole house series. She has different country houses and like Canada house, I think US house, or America house, Britain house, Australia house, I think. And then she has them to some seasons or some holidays. This one is Halloween house. Now, doesn't that look great? This is the same designer that I'm doing the winter house with. But this is a big tree with old orange leaves and the moon there in the house. And she calls for a mix of DMC and some fancy flosses, and I didn't actually have the fancy flosses. So I went through my stash and picked my own fancy flosses that sort of matched. What I did with this roof is fascinating. So I took one of the DMC variegated ones. It's got kind of a burgundies, a blue, like a turquoise blue, and a dark brown. And I took one strand of it, and because the variegation is pretty strong on it, and one strand of a dark brown. Think like a, I want to say 3031 or I'm not sure what color, or 3036, I'm not sure. But I will at the end, I'm going to make a note of all my substitutions I did because I've done lots. This is original color, the moon. The trim around the windows is original color. That's about it so far. I'll have some more original colors, but look at that roof. It turned out really pretty. You can't quite see the different colors. The house is, I think, Gentle Arts. I think it's called Moss. And this, I believe, is a Gentle Arts called Chives. I probably could have used a regular DMC because there's no variegation on it, but it is turning out great. So there's a big, huge house, and then there's going to be a few other things. You'll see it when it's done. I'm about 40% done right now, so I don't think I'm going to get this done today, but I am really, I could barely put this down yesterday. I really, really enjoyed this stitch. So those are my whips and finishes. So that's very short, I know. I'm going to do a little mix of life and haul. Life will be short. No, I hope life isn't short. So last week we did go to orienteering, and it was at this place called Brigadoon Village, and I entered in the intermediate again. There were 4 other women in the intermediate, and I got second place. Yay! This is probably the first time I actually felt confident in my orientation. There was just one that I had a really hard time finding. Well, maybe 2. Always the first one. Always the first one I find hard. This weekend, or tomorrow, we are going to the provincial championships. It's open to anybody. They normally only have 3 categories. Now they have 5 categories. So I'm actually going to drop down a level to the novice. So there's beginner, novice, intermediate, advanced, and elite. So I'm going to drop down to novice. My husband's going to stay in the intermediate. It's at a big park, and there was talk about getting lost at it. And since I am a little directionally challenged, I thought I'm going to just take a little bit of the stress off myself. So far, I'm the only female in the category. That's no big deal. You still can get first in a category, even being just the only one. But there might be some same-day registrations, so we shall see. So that should be fun, I think. And then last week, after the orienteering, we went to pick up a Facebook Marketplace in Truro, which was a bit of a drive. And I'm going to just quickly show you the haul I got. I'll show you super quickly. This was for $25. I got 3 boxes, mostly filled with floss. I am a bobbinator, so I perfectly am fine with bobbination. Oops. I guesstimated that there were about 250 full skeins because there's also a ring in there too. So that's pretty cool. And the boxes alone are worth a good amount. And there was a bunch of fabric. I thought it was I was actually quite excited about it. I thought it was going to be a bit more of a find than it actually was, because I could just see in the picture like that type thing. And I thought they were going to be, I actually thought they were, I looked closely and I thought it was linen. It ends up being, it's all Aida, but they're just little scraps. But I think I can do something with them still, you know. And I don't know what the count is, but some are really small scraps. But, and there's one large piece here. I'm going to have to get my ruler out and measure and see. I think they're 18 count, but I'm not positive. But this is a fairly large piece. So that was good. That's great. And then I got two patterns, and a little bit more floss and a ring of more floss and more fabric in there. So there was one kit here, but it's mostly actually done. But I think what I'm going to do is it's another one of these fabrics that's actually been stamped, like or colored in the background. But this one here, oh, I got it upside down. I always do that. Here we go. That makes a little more sense. So it is mostly done, but there is still some stitching to go in these holes, her eyes. And what I thought I would do is I'm actually going to maybe just add a bit more to it. So, but we'll see. It's kind of pretty. I like it. I actually like that one. And she had the receipt in here. That one originally, even though it's a sunset kit, it was $40. So, yeah. And actually I got the pattern there, so theoretically if I wanted to, I could stitch it again. And this is a brand new kit, not opened. And there's all the fabric and floss. There's a needle floating here that I saw. And that's what it is. It's a Jan Lin and a cougar. So that was all for $25. And the floss alone, I guesstimated. So I counted around about 250 skeins. And I count those as 50 cents each. Just even though they cost more than that, they're usually about 80 cents here. But just because it's used or whatever. And so that alone was $125. Kits conservatively would be $30, and then the fabric. So that was a good find. I was very pleased with that. So we had to go a bit far for gas wise. You got to try to balance it out a bit, but we had fun. We had a good day. I think that's about it. Yeah. We went to a local person who had a whole bunch of Halloween stuff that they were selling super cheap. So we got this, and there's tons more downstairs. We got some costumes too, all for $20. It was a great deal. And yeah, we're leaving tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have next week, I believe, 4 starts. Getting down there, I think there's only about 6 maybe left to do, I think. Because the 31st I already started, so that one is, so it's just going to go to the 29th, and we're the 21st today. Yeah, so 4 more starts total, I think, something like that. I can't remember. So, and next week I will draw the giveaway, which, if you want, I know everyone's getting tired of entering, but if you haven't seen, you can enter. This is from Autumn Lane Stitchery, and I got it upside down again. Oh my gosh, I'm topsy-turvy. So it's called Beauty and the Beast, and it's unopened. Mail it anywhere, and just use the word beast, if you want to be entered. Like I said, next week I will be drawing for that. So I shall see you next week. Take care. Have a great stitchy week. And we shall talk to you later. Bye. Guy, hi. Hi, we're going to let you go. We're going to save you. You're a little sparrow.
Yeah,
Let me see his other side. Oh, it's okay, guy. It's okay.
taking pictures of you.
I just want to look at it. No, it's not focusing.
No, come outside. Come on outside.
Okay, we're going to set you free, little one. We're going to set you free. I want to see this side. Oh, I think it's just maybe food or something.
Might be.
Okay, we're going to let you free.
Where do you want to go? Where would you like to go? Here, let's go over here. She might give you food if you'd like it. Would you like some food?
Would you like a sunflower seed?
Do you like sunflower seeds?
How about